Hi, hello YouTube, hello subscribers. My name is Edushola, and in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to create control rig for your Biped. Okay, I've seen a lot of rigs, and I've been using a lot of rigs as an animator. But there is this particular thing I noticed: the curves around. If you use a cat rig, for example, you can see you have these curves, the rectangular curves on the feet, the rectangular on both ends. So now, what we want to do in this tutorial, we're going to do that for a biped as well. To get that done, we're going to create shapes in 3ds Max, and we'll start by creating a rectangular shape for both legs. So I start with I'll go to shapes, create a rectangle, join my viewport. Just anything we do, just a shape, just create something, anything we do. Now I position it properly because I want to see this shape in my viewport while I'm working with it, though I don't want to render it because I want to be able to grab it properly. I'll go to modify panel, rendering, and enable in viewport, not in renderer. If I enable it in renderer, it will show up in my render, which I do not want. Right now I'm going to duplicate this because I want to use it for my second leg. So I'll go to copy, not instance, I'll drag it to the other leg. Let's name our foot controls. So these are left FCTL. That's foot control. It's just my abbreviation, yours might be different. This are right FCTL. Right now, let's create other controls for the center of mass. Create the control for the center of mass and both hands. So let me duplicate this. We could use this for our hand as well, or we could just use the dummy for the hand. Go to helpers, create a dummy. I don't want to use a dummy. Let's just stick to shapes for the tutorial. Now let's go to shapes. Let's create a circle for the center of mass. Because we've enabled the enable in viewport in previous splines, now it's showing up for horse splines. Horse splines will not be enabled in viewport. You could alter that though, but for this tutorial I want to keep that there. So I'll just position that properly. Push it back. You can scale it down, it's quite big. Just a little bit. Scale it down. The main reason why we create control is for better animation, because we can animate easily if we have control rigs than just trying to like select the bones individually. Now position this properly. I'll duplicate this in 2 places for both hands. I'll go to clone. I'll just copy. I don't want to use control instance so it doesn't affect the. I'll just scale this down for the hand. It should be smaller, as long as we can see it. Any kind of shape would do for you, as long as okay. So I'll clone these as well. Copy, then I'll drag to the other hand. So I'll name them. This is our right hand control, that's R C T L. This is our left hand control. center. Okay, so right now we'll move to the linking aspect. First of all, we need to select our biped, the biped foot, or whichever part you want to link to the spline. So for this, we'll start with the right leg. So select the right leg, go to our motion panel, that loads up. Then we'll go to the key info. That's where we're going to be doing the magic here. The key info, first of all, we have to set a key to be able to link both the leg and the spine together. So set a key, then we'll go to IK. Note that IK, I'll just drag this down a little bit. Oh, sorry. Go to key info. Okay, so now that it's fully open, we need to, from body, we need to set it to object. So when we set it to object, we have this select IK object. We'll click the select IK object, then we'll select our right foot control. Now it will tell you if you attach a limb, blah blah blah. Just say yes. So now that you said yes, but if we move our center of mass, nothing will stay. Not if we move our control, the control now. Let's see what happens. You can see nothing happens because there is one more setting we have to fix, and that's the IK blend. We need to set it to 1. So after we set our IK blend to 1, at times you can see from object this thing has switched back to body. That's the so we need to switch it back to object. Then now it's back to object, and we have IK blend set to 1, and you can see this planted button shown, the red dot there. So when I click my control now and move the leg, so now we can see it's moving properly. So we're going to be repeating the same process for the left leg. So I'll select the left leg, I'll go to my motion panel, IK, key info, IK. I'll set a key on frame 0 or whichever frame you want, but it's advisable to start on frame 0. So I'll select object, I'll check object, then I'll select the IK, select IK object. I'll just select my left foot control. So now it brings up the same one in blah blah blah. So I'll set it to yes. So now I can just set this back to 1. Then don't forget to check this thing back to object, because I don't know why it keeps changing. Maybe when I learn better. So now when I drag my left foot, now you can see we have a control for the left foot as well. So we'll go to our right, the hands, go to both hands. So I'll select and note the control works for the whole hand, even the upper and lower arm. So we're going to be linking it with the hand itself. So let me zoom in on that. Let me zoom in on that. So I'll select my hand, go to the motion, set a key, object, select IK object, select my left hand control. I select yes and set this to 1. Then I'll select the object. Now when I drag the object, it controls the biped rig. Yeah, that's cool. So I'll do the same for the right hand. I'll select my biped hand, go to motion, set a key, object, select the right hand control. Yes. So I'll set this to IK blend to 1. Without IK blend to 1, it will never work. So I'll set IK blend to 1, and this thing keeps changing. I'll change it back to object. So now we have when I select and drag this up, now it's controlling the hand. That's what we want. So for the center of mass, that's quite different from other parts of the body, because this one I won't be linking the I won't be using the keys to link it, so I'll just link it properly with Max 3ds Max's link tool. select a link. So I'll go to my 3D Max is always laggy. I don't know, just messing up. Okay, now so I'm trying to select the biped 01, that's the center of mass. So I select that. After that I selected, I just select and link. I'll link this. I'll link it to the center of mass. So now that it's properly linked, I can right click and move. Let's see how it works. So I select this. Let's zoom out. Okay, now so when I move this down, you can see what's happening. Now we have a proper control rig, and that's what every animator wants. This is a very great rig. So now that we have this, we can easily animate our character without stress. Supposing this was kin to a character mesh, so we can just animate. So that's just how it goes. That's how to create a control rig in 3ds Max. Don't forget to comment and subscribe below. In case you have a proper way to get it done, just let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Hope this helped. Bye.